What's up guys, welcome back to the workshop, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a new special series. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I put up some photographs of this 1970 GTV that I found in a shed and set myself quite a challenge. I've challenged myself to make this my new daily driver in just 1 month. Classic car restorations don't happen in a month. No matter what you see on TV, that's not real life. So what I'm going to be doing is called a rat rod build, where mechanically I'm going to sort it out 100%, but leave it aesthetically quite beaten up. Not completely like filthy. This thing's been sitting in a shed for 35 years, so it's full of like, the interior is trashed and it's full of 35 years worth of barn filth. It will be quite neat and tidy when it's done, but it will still have the patina of that whole part of its history intact, which to me I think is actually pretty cool. When I bought the car, I had the intention of putting it together one day, so I put all the parts in it and just took it over to one side of the workshop and left it there. The more it sat, the more I realized if I don't build this car now, I'm never going to get around to doing it. So it's now or never, and no, I don't have time for a proper full restoration. What I will do is sort this car out, sort all the metalwork out, fix any rust that there is, and then build it mechanically 100% and put it all back together. So it's a running, driving car that's complete. And I'm going to put its original factory 1750 engine back in. I think this is a really cool project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and a very nice change from the rest of the work that I've been doing. But obviously I've only given myself 1 month to do it. So at the end of June, this project should be done. Like I said, it's super filthy and full of old parts. So the first thing to do is to get everything out of it, maybe get a vacuum cleaner in it and maybe pressure wash it because it's pretty filthy. Oh man, this thing is gross. This is 35 years worth of filth. So first things first, get everything out of this and get a vacuum cleaner in here. Right, well, this has been a productive afternoon and evening. I've got a lot of the stuff out of this car so far, and what I found up to this point I'm pretty happy with. Look how solid this thing is. I've never had an Alpha 105 when I took the sound deadening out and didn't have rust everywhere. So this is so cool. Yeah, and all the sound insulation stuff that I've pulled out came out really, really easily. I didn't have to fight this at all, which is what I usually have to do. I'm going to have to put a heat gun on this middle section tomorrow to get that off. The pile of filthy, disgusting parts is growing. I'm gonna have to start sorting through this, working out what needs to be repaired, what needs to be replaced, and what can just be used. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going on with this tomorrow because it's Sunday, and maybe we'll even get the engine out of it. I have no idea. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Welcome to another day in the workshop. I was in here last night just pulling up sound deadening and scraping stuff out of it. All the loose parts are out of it now, but it is still really, really filthy. So I'm going to wheel it outside, degrease it, pressure wash it, then I think we'll be able to see what we're really working with. So yeah, let's get going. Right, so this was a long afternoon of degreasing and high pressure washing, and I've got the car pretty clean. When I got this car, the engine bay had been painted black, and the engine that's in here, a 2-litre motor, was so caked in grime that you couldn't even see any of the aluminium, and it's actually come up pretty well. The thing is, this leaves me with a bit of a dilemma. The high pressure washer actually took all that black paint off and took it back down to the original yellow paint that was just perfectly fine underneath. And that's left me with quite a lot to think about. Do I take this engine bay back down to metal and re-primer it, which was my original vision, and the same with the inside, or do I just get this yellow paint as clean as possible and put a clear coat on it and keep it? Right now, I really don't know what direction I'm going to take this car in, but I'm going to make sure that I make it as cool and as characterful as possible. Like, I don't want a crappy looking car, I don't want it to be filthy and dirty. It's going to be really neat and tidy, but it's not going to be a show car and it's going to be something cool. So I've got a lot to think about. Yeah, unfortunately, there is still quite a lot of orange paint all over it. I don't know where that came from. I think at some point, the plan for this car was to upgrade it to a 2-litre and paint it orange. So that's probably what happened, and that whole job stalled and it ended up in a shed like this. I think I'm going to leave it here for this episode. This has been just an introduction into the build. I still have no idea what direction it's going to go in completely. Maybe if some of you have some ideas, you can leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching this episode. Keep checking in on the channel. There's going to be a lot more content from this car until it's finished and when it will be my new daily driver in about a month's time. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode.